Hello everyone, it's Matthew here from the NOLAnerdcast at San Diego Comic-Con, and there's people walking in front of us, starting off strong. I'm here with Dan Jurgens. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now,
Good.
For those that don't know, and shame on you, this man created Booster Gold, the best superhero ever. So I'm going to start with the most generic question ever. Tell me the story of how he came to be.
So it's the early mid-'80s, and I was just looking for something different to do. At that time, DC wanted different types of heroes and everything. And what we know of now as the celebrity culture was just sort of starting to emerge. I mean, People magazine had maybe existed just a few years at that point. Media was getting bigger and bigger, whereas it was just starting to grow beyond the three main networks and all that. And so I just wanted to do someone who would do heroics maybe the way I would, which is to say, yeah, I'll do the right thing, but at the end of the day, a dude's got to eat, and so there's nothing wrong with making a little money along the way.
That's awesome. And what I love is that, he started off as just one half of a very comedic duo. How does it feel to know that Booster Gold has now gone to be a major player in every event? Flashpoint, Convergence, Futures In, he's now a huge deal at DC. How did that even happen?
Well, even if you go all the way back to Volume 1, where we really had started to build up the nature of time travel as being an important part of the series. We brought Rip Hunter into the DCU after he'd been gone for a long time. And at the end of that, which was issue 25, we said Booster Gold was destined for big things in the DC universe. And so even then we kind of said, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with a time travel-oriented character. And fortunately, I've been around long enough to see it happen. Yeah.
And with the new show Legends of Tomorrow coming out with Rip Hunter, are we going to see Booster Gold anytime? Because he was a great part of that Smallville episode. I want to see more Booster on live screen. Make it happen?
That'd be fun, and I wish I could snap my fingers and make it happen. I don't know that there are any plans for it to happen early on, though. So it's kind of like stay tuned.
Right.
Yeah.
So just besides Booster Gold, because he's clearly your baby, who's been your favorite person for him to interact with?
Obviously Ted, I think, is going to be the one that jumps out at everybody. But I really think that he had a nice connection with Batman. And, in the second series, as well as Justice League International a little bit, we got into the idea that Batman has a certain respect for Booster and vice versa. So they have kind of a sneaky good relationship, I'd say.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you know what? I have one more question for you, and it's just between how you created his whole extended family with Rip and his sister, Supernova. By the way, the whole 52 thing, that's when he shot up for me. That was awesome. How much have you had to play in that part since creating him? Have you been in charge of creating all the extended Booster family and everything?
Oh, no. I mean, a lot of that was, certainly his sister and the connection with Rip and that kind of stuff I was. On the 52 weekly, the first real weekly, Jeff Johns primarily was doing a lot of stuff with Booster, and he elevated him a little bit. And then coming out of that, we spun off with the Booster Gold series that Jeff was writing at first, and then I started writing after. And so it's been really, if you get down to who's written the character the most, it's obviously been me, Keith Giffen, and Jeff Johns. And any character anybody works on, the tapestry of that character is always added to. And they've done a great job with it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And where can people find you, social media-wise? How can people follow you?
Social media-wise, you can find, first of all, you can go to my website, danjurgens.com. On Twitter, I am the Dan Jurgens at Twitter, so you can find me there. And also on Facebook, so I'm around. You can check that out. And if you're really looking for more Booster Gold, stay tuned. He's showing up in an issue of Batmite very soon.
Awesome. And then we always like to end on a ridiculous question. We figured, why not make it topical this year with the upcoming movie? Your call, Batman or Superman?
Come on, Superman.
The correct answer was Booster Gold. I'm very sorry.
Okay, I hear you. No, it's Superman.
And then I feel like I should have at least mentioned, he's also writing Batman Beyond, the new series that finally brings that into the mainstream DC universe.
Right.
It's fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Glad you like it.
Talking to you, I had to talk Booster because that's my
I
boy.
I hear you. No, we're doing some fun stuff with Batman Beyond, so I hope everybody checks it out.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You're awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
Dan Jurgens, Matthew, San Diego, Comic-Con, words, I don't know.